Being a billionaire is supposed to be the cheat code to life. But somehow, some of these guys managed to speedrun their way from the Forbes list to fraud list.
Fraud check.
And this guy, well, he had it all until he didn't. Meet Alan Stanford. You probably don't remember him, and that's the point. For a hot minute, this guy was the fake king of finance. He had the yachts, the cricket tournaments, even his own island. People were calling him the next Warren Buffett. Except Warren Buffett doesn't run a $7 billion Ponzi scheme out of Antigua. Stanford sold investors dreams of safe, high-return CDs. But really, he was just shuffling money around like a kid hiding Monopoly cash under the board. By 2009, the whole empire collapsed.
Triple B's.
The SEC swooped in, and Stanford was convicted on 13 counts of fraud. Now he's serving a 110-year sentence. Alan Stanford didn't just lose his wealth, he torched it, and everyone else's too.
Before we let you go, is it fun being a billionaire?
Well, yes. yes, I have to say it is fun being a billionaire, but it's hard work,
And if Stanford was the Ponzi scheme prince, Elizabeth Holmes was Silicon Valley's crown princess of smoke and mirrors. He sold fake returns, she sold fake blood tests. Elizabeth Holmes, the world's youngest self-made female billionaire, or at least that's what Forbes called her.
I work all the time, basically in the office from the time I wake up and then working until I go to sleep every day.
You serious?
Holmes had the look, the voice, the black turtleneck cosplay of Steve Jobs. She convinced investors, politicians, and even Walgreens that her company, Theranos, had invented a machine that could test for hundreds of diseases with just a single drop of blood. Sounds futuristic, right? Except it didn't work. At all. Behind the billion-dollar valuation, the lab was basically a middle school science fair with better PR. Employees knew it, whistleblowers tried to say it, but Holmes kept the act up. In reality, the only thing she changed was her net worth, from $4.5 billion to zero. Faster than Forbes can crown the next fake unicorn. Holmes didn't cure diseases. She just diagnosed how gullible billionaires can be.
The youngest billionaire in the world. Is that heady when you hear that?
You know, it's not what matters. What matters is how well we do in trying to make people's lives better.
Could you imagine saying this? Thinking you're on top of the world? 1 minute you're worth
$1 billion.
The next minute it's gone, you're done, finito. That's how fast it can happen. Up like a rocket, down like a crypto chart. And speaking of crypto,
people think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually super cool. That's why I'm here to talk about the really cool subject of distributed consensus-based cryptocurrency.
this is Do Kwon, the man who built Terra USD and Luna, two coins that were supposed to revolutionize money. The pitch? A stablecoin that would never break $1. The reality? It tanked quicker than Morbius at the box office. At its peak, Do Kwon's empire was worth $40 billion. But his ego made $40 billion look like pocket change. He walked around Twitter calling critics poor. And then 2022 hit. Terra's stable coin depegged from the dollar. Luna went into freefall. And in just a few days, $45 billion evaporated. The so-called financial revolution turned into the world's most expensive group chat meltdown. Do Kwon, he went from jet-setting visionary to international fugitive. Authorities were hunting him across continents like he was a villain straight out of a spy thriller. He finally got caught in Montenegro, of all places, carrying forged passports because apparently his coins weren't the only thing counterfeit.
Hey, cuz. Heard you're having money problems.
No, you didn't.
Now he's bouncing between lawsuits in the US and South Korea, while investors bounce between crying and Googling. Can you sue a blockchain? Moral of the story, never upset the crypto gods. But hey, maybe this is all just the circle of life. His words, not mine.
It's a cycle of life. You begin from nothing and go back to nothing. And that's exactly where I want to be. So I think Terra is going to be the decentralized money standard across the entire blockchain. across all the blockchains. And I'm excited for Terraform Labs to contribute a significant portion of that early vision, but eventually to go back to nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Excited.